Peppy the puppy.
Finally, you're here. This is urgent, so I'll cut to the chase. Yes, I can't find him. He's not answering his messages or calls. In all the time since I took him in, this has never happened. Of course, I didn't see him. Parts of the surveillance system were destroyed when the Legion invaded. It still hasn't been fully repaired. Maybe he took advantage of a blind spot. It's been 13 hours since he last contacted me. It usually takes less than 13 seconds to reply to my messages. I looked everywhere and couldn't find him, so I checked the security department's work plan records. This is what I found. Look, at his last work objectives entry, of the heart, of the mirror, of the self. It's so strange. Don't worry about those. I asked people in the security department, but none of them thought it was concerning. They said stuff like, "Brother Arlen is a grown man with his own plans." I couldn't get them to listen at all, so I'm asking you for help. Oh, I have a secret weapon. Say hello to Peppy.
Yes, we get to work with the dog.
Peppy's my dog. Arlen's looked after him since he was a puppy. They're great friends.
Since he was a puppy.
Peppy knows Arlen's scent. Maybe he can track him down.
Yes, please.
Peppy can't go alone. What if he gets lost too? And I can't go with him. If people see me, the acting lead researcher, searching for Arlen, wouldn't that make Arlen look incompetent as head of the security department? Oh, let's go together. Relax. Peppy doesn't bite.
Oh. Yes, please. Look at him go.
That's Professor Capote? Are you sure Arlen was here, Peppy? Weird. Why would he visit this Casanova? He probably should have been named Casanova. Well, I've gotten used to saying it anyway. Behold, the winner of the Most Awesome Researcher contest. It's better if I don't show my face. See if you can get some intel out of him.
I must confess that I too was terrified. Petrified even. That light was the happy smiles on all your faces.
Oh my gosh.
Master Capote thinks about me!
Oh, it's you! Long time no see. Are you okay? You look troubled. That's quite a wrinkled brow. Come, join the others and listen to me recount the tale of the Legion's invasion. I'm sure your memory of the events will dispel your worries.
Look at Peppy, just like, look at him back here. Look at him. Oh, now you stop barking, huh? Okay, fine, whatever. I know what I'm gonna ask. Oh, Peppy.
The Antimatter Legion barely missed me, and that's when I saw your faces. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be standing here today.
Long live Master Capote!
Oh? Still troubled?
Yeah.
You must be ill. You look pale and your pupils are gray. That's fine. I, Capote, never waver in my support. I shall double my efforts to heal your heart.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much we can
The
do.
Antimatter Legion barely... Aha! I see you no longer look... Such is the power of my rhetoric. Arlen? Yes. I know him.
Yeah, it's not my first.
After
It's
all,
just it would have been
my
nice to get
calling
something.
is to light up the heart of every person on the space station. As to his current location,
And Gotcha, usually you're only watched if you like are wailing anyway.
forgive me, but I cannot tell.
Insert dramatic pause and sudden drama here.
Is that the truth?
Everyone knows the most important word in my life is principle.
Yes, principle. Huh?
Without principle, what difference
money,
would there be
investment?
between a person and a mechanical arm?
Wait a minute. Last time he said the most important word in his life was illumination.
We need to update Master Capote's life wiki. This will be version 12.0 of his life keywords.
Anyway, I do not lie. I can tell you that I did indeed meet Arlen recently, and I know where he went. Regrettably, I already swore on my life that I, Capote, would never tell anyone Captain Arlen's secret.
Right.
You don't understand what I'm trying to say at all. Crises, disasters. All you see are the I am.
Oh god.
Oh, Master
Are you serious? I have to pick the right answers? Whatever.
Wow, the cringe is strong.
Eh,
I need to remember what I came here for.
Seems like you already. Captain Arlen had a similar expression to yours when he found me. But answered, can't even imagine the difficulty of the trial.
His words match Arlen's work plan records. Seems like he does have key information.
I didn't say that. What I? So,
I can't let him get away like this.
don't joke about that. I did hear that the space station gives special benefits to morally upstanding researchers, but
Stop looking down on Master Capote! He's not the kind of person you think he is.
Master Capote's life wiki version
God.
4.
Even
I
if you
can't.
how could you think up? I need to give you.
no need to bother.
Nope. I know people like that in real life, so I can't.
Wow, the cringe is strong.
You've been talking Master Capote's ear off this whole time.
I bet
You even memorized the internal testing content for version 2.
you must be one of those super fans that stayed
Oh.
under the radar.
You're on the same side after all.
Super fans
Here,
stayed under the
this is
radar,
our
like
latest
me
welcome
and
bundle for
Xenosaga
new members
games.
of the fan club.
Well,
And I'll
Xeno
toss in an
games,
updated
I'm like the
version
one
of
that
Master
goes under the
Capote's life wiki.
radar, that like knows everything about the series. But they're like, you're one of the super fans that we've never heard about. Ain't that the truth?
He looks really cool in the limited
Ain't that the
edition
truth?
snapshots.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
So, trial of the heart means knowing how to deal with an overbearing boss. So that's how Arlen sees me. I need to talk to him. Peppy?
Let's go, Doge. Peppy's like the only thing that's keeping me awake right now. Oh boy. I got him, Doge.
That's Dan Hung and the security department staff. There are still remnants of the Antimatter Legion in this.
Yeah.
Rules are made to be broken! The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. This sanctuary is but a vision.
Enemy target inputting commands. Whoa. Stay right there while I give you a present. Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move.
Let's go.
have done it without me.
What are you doing here? Then be careful. There's still Legion remnants in the area. Arlan isn't here right now, so we need to step up the space station security. Spare no effort, and stay focused.
Yes, Brother Don Hung.
Yes, he's with March, but I suggest you don't bother him. He's given himself a personal trial.
Brother Arlen's special trial? He's a man among men, a lion among tigers. He's
No,
already
we're
reached
not
great heights,
Hildebrandding.
but still he wants to improve.
That trial. I bet it's even more intense than physical training. And Brother Arlen already challenges himself to the limit in that department.
I think it must have something to do with the mind.
No way. Brother Arlen's trial wouldn't be as simple as just standing under a waterfall. I think he wants to learn fighting skills from Miss March.
They're not correct, but not wrong either. Arlan came to me to learn how to manage pressure from his boss, so I sent him to March. If he can manage her,
That's
then
messed
he has
up.
nothing to fear.
That's messed up, but actually really funny. He's a bear among horses.
That might be a metaphor too
No,
far.
nah.
Brother Arlen runs like a horse and fights like a bear. I think that's a great metaphor.
Arlan and I decided to switch our assignments. He went with March to investigate a suspicious crystal, and I've taken up his patrol. That's all. He gave me a pass for access across the space station while
I found a broken ceiling tile. This mark?
Move aside. What kind of clue is that?
He said he read an anonymous handwritten journal in the space station. It also contained some information on, firstly, trial of the heart.
Oh my
Secondly,
gosh.
trial of the mirror. Lastly, trial of the self. I believe he came to me to complete the trial of the mirror. If you want to find Arlan, just contact March.
Here Marsh is.
So Peppy can locate March just by looking at a photo of her. But is he really using scent to track?
What a cute doggy! Oh, you're here too. He was, but he wanted to go investigating on his own. He kept harping on about Don Hung. Oh, he did say that completing an assignment with me would help him. It felt like he learned a lot from me. Then again, everyone has a lot to learn from me.
Just get the dog to
We were
follow him.
investigating suspicious crystals together, but he said it was all pointless if he couldn't transform himself.
He wants to
I
be
could tell he was giving himself a lot of
Shoujo.
pressure, so I gave him a suggestion. I told him actions speak louder than words when you want to prove yourself. But when he heard that, he said Mr. Don Hung was right, and then he just left. I took a photo of him. He was doing one of those tough guy walks. Come to think of it, maybe I shouldn't have left him alone.
Duh, ya dummy.
I read that a Stellaron's internal fluctuation.
Hey, relax. I've seen plenty of Stellarons. It'll be fine.
I hope Arlen is safe.
Lady Asta, you... Oh, I've never seen
Oh,
anything
the little
like this
kid, I
before.
forgot.
It looks like some kind of new entity.
Okay, well, ow.
Move carefully.
Enemy days. My turn. With me out here, how can we lose?
The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. This sanctuary is but a vision.
Try that again. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack. You can't run!
Clemency? Never heard.
Commence, I'll contain them. You have the...
Rules are made to be broken!
And ready for another? My turn. Watch this!
Let's make it quick. How about this?
The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. This sanctuary is but a vision.
Where we at? It might as well heal.
Are you okay, my lady?
Arlen,
Lady Asta? Why are you crying? Are you hurt?
I'm sorry.
Huh?
It's all my fault. I've been putting too much on your plate, and that's why you looked up ways to manage the pressure. I honestly didn't realize that these things would bring you so much stress. I just want to say I'm sorry.
My lady, you didn't give me any pressure.
Arlen, you don't need to hide this from me any longer. He and I know all about the trials you're putting yourself through. If you can't forgive me right now, then I'll reflect further and find a way to prove that I'm willing to change.
But, my lady...
Firstly, your trial of the heart. You went to Professor Capote and asked him to simulate
goodness.
conversations with you so you could better understand your boss. And the evidence is... Firstly, your trial of the heart. And the evidence...
Can I not see what each item is? The recording, right? Oh, long click.
This handwritten fan reply card. This is your handwriting, Arlen. No need to explain. This is Professor Capote's autograph, all right. But you can't hide your handwriting. The way you join your letters is no different to your childhood diary entries.
I did write this for Professor Capote.
You're head of the security department. You don't have anything to do with Professor Capote. Why did you suddenly start writing his reply cards for him? Don't go spilling the beans just yet. This evidence is a bit of a stretch. Do we have anything better? Master Capote's Life Wiki version 12.0. This
Life
transcript
Wiki.
records
That's
what you asked
horrible.
Capote to help you with. Here, we can see a bossy manager and you being asked to do things outside of your job description. Clearly, Professor Capote is unlikely to master my speech or mannerisms anytime soon. I am the source of your pressure.
My lady, I did speak to Professor Capote, and I did ask him some things, but they had nothing to do with you.
Oh, Arlen, won't you? I'll just have to show you more evidence. We know the essence of your trial of the heart, and we also
Right.
know that you asked Hung to help you complete the trial of the mirror.
We don't care,
I'm
girl.
so sorry, Arlen. Until I spoke with Hung.
Miss,
Hold it. This isn't just any old station.
Lady Asta, I like Peppy a lot, so I...
No, Arlen. The combination of your simulated conversations with Capote and it points to one thing. Me getting you to look at you even printed out a photo of I know exactly what message you're trying to.
Oh my gosh.
My lady, Lady Asta, please! I always try to complete every assignment you give me, regardless of whether it's within my job description.
Asta, I don't think Arlan is upset with you.
Arlen doesn't have any other bosses.
What? Arlan wanted to go on assignments just to experience stress? Phew. Good thing I let him go alone. My calming influence would have ruined his training.
Oh yes, your calming influence.
Guess I made the right decision after all.
I'm so confused.
What did he say? That I'm good at solving people's problems?
Arlen, all I want you to understand is how sincere.
Oh my gosh.
Stop! Arlen, I understood the level of stress you're...
Didn't I take that photo?
I'm always giving you tasks, and when I saw this photo, I'm just sorry that I gave leads.
My lady, I started this trial because of Madame Herta.
What?
Whenever she's back on the space station, Madame Herta assigns me things outside the security department remit. Even if I dared to refuse, I wouldn't know how. She's just too overbearing. Whether it's helping her test some new specimen, or looking for ancient documents I've never even heard of. Assignments like those were okay before the invasion. But now, I need to focus on clearing out any last traces of the Legion.
Aha! So you're trying to learn how to reject Herta and then put it into practice.
Yes. I found an anonymous handwritten journal while I was cleaning up.
This is
It
pretty
mentioned
long,
36
isn't it?
different strategies for relieving pressure. Yes. There were detailed notes, so I wanted to give them a try. I'm sorry, my lady. I didn't want to bother anyone, so I didn't mention it.
So, you don't feel pressured around me?
I've never felt pressured around you, my lady.
Wow.
All right. It's all a misunderstanding. You two should reflect on your actions.
No wonder some people like it. It's like a glorified fanfic.
Right? Yep, I always... You keep saying that.
Thank you for helping, lady.
You're welcome. Although if you really want it...
Okay, so we're continuing on with our main quests.
Hey, you came. That was fast.
It wasn't, because they did a lot of stuff on the side.
Didn't I tell
What are
you?
they doing in the mine?
Long story short, the underground used to have many mines. However, in recent years, some sort of corrosion called the fragmentum started to spread. It's ruined a lot of mines.
What's interesting is I don't think mines is being used right here in English. A lot of has ruined a lot of the mines, because it ruined a lot of mines. I guess it's the same thing.
The one we're heading into is relatively unaffected. A bunch of vagrants made it their home after their old turf was consumed by the fragmentum. Actually, most of them are pretty honest folks. But with such a large group, it's inevitable that troublemakers will find their way in. They've been stealing stuff from the miners and picking fights. And that's not the worst of it. Things are much more serious this time. For 2 days now, huge clashes have been breaking out between the miners and the vagrants. It isn't pretty. Mines are our lifelines in the Underworld. We have to keep providing Geomarrow to the Overworld in exchange for supplies. In order to quell the situation, Chief Oleg brought Wildfire into the mine and left me in charge of security for the towns. But the situation in the mine is critical. I have to back him up. Oh, as for you, the chief
we're
will
gonna help.
decide your fate when we see him.
No, we're gonna help.
Good. I've been wanting to come face to face with the leader of the Underworld.
Where's Bronya at?
You're about to come face to face with reality.
Bronya isn't in my party. So how is she talking when she's not in my party? But okay.
Huh?
I don't understand.
Isn't that the doctor lady?
What's Natasha doing here? Nat, I didn't think you'd be here. Where's Oleg?
She's such a cute little
Hey,
teddy
Zila
bear.
and Sampo's guests. So it looks like you've already met. I haven't seen Oleg. The miners said they saw him take a group further in.
Not feeling too good. Not feeling too good. These people. That sounds so
Miners
rude.
and their family
These
members.
people, right?
They want an explanation from the instigators. This area up ahead is a vagrant dwelling, but they've sealed off the entrance. I guess they're afraid that angry miners might try to take revenge. I heard that many were injured in the clashes, so I hurried over here to see if I could help.
How could the situation here become such a mess?
I heard that First Mining Team found a geomarrow vein with incredible deposits. The initial estimate put it at the largest discovery in the last 30 years.
Are you serious? That's big news. How come I never heard about it?
Because you're too busy, like,
Well, they
smacking
weren't
the
in a
crap out
hurry
of
to
all these
make it
people.
known. Most of the mines have been contaminated by the fragmentum. Many people are out of work. They were afraid of being overwhelmed if they let the word out. But the vagrants here have keen eyes. They couldn't keep it hidden from them. Some local gangs wanted to profit from the situation, so they blackmailed the mining team for hush money. And that was the final straw.
Surprise of garden a secret.
I can understand your thinking. It's just that the underground is in difficult straits. And that's how the clash started. Now both sides are dealing with heavy losses. So, are you guys here to help resolve the conflict?
Only if she becomes a party member, sure.
They're here because they need a favor from Chief Oleg. I'm escorting them. And seeing as you need that helping hand, it wouldn't be too much to ask you to lend one here first, right?
Of course we want to help. We care about other people too, you know.
Came here willing to help out.
Oh, that's quite nice of you.
I believe we're dealing with kind-hearted people here, Zila. As you've all seen, the situation down here is, strained. If you can, we would really appreciate you helping the people.
Yes, ma'am. Sign me up. Oh, relics, finally. Okay, so I know I have some already because I had some I didn't equip, but I got some. But so this is HP. No, we don't want that. I get that. I don't want HP though. They're gonna make me equip all HP, which is not what I want, but I understand. Okay, so first of all, this is defense. What if I remove? Okay. I don't want anything like that on. Okay, that's attack. Defense. HP. Okay, so Natasha's HP, right? If I just I have to complete a set though, right? Night. Ah, I see why. Okay, we're just gonna equip all 4 on here anyway, just for the fact of completing a 4-piece set. Because then we can finish a mission. Yeah, okay.
Right.
Found some strange items. Relics. 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 These are relics. Thanks. So what's a relic? A strange construct made from data stream. Maybe they are linked to stellarons and the fragmentum phenomenon. That's what we refer to. Relics are corroded by fragmentum whose data is saved and constructed. Thanks. So what's a relic? You could consult Herta. She's an expert in relic research. Yeah, no. How about we don't and say we did? Okay.
Ow!
I don't need tutorials, but I'm not looking at any. Okay. There's nothing around here. Nasha.
The giant ore vein. The one they discovered. That must be where the clashes are centered.
Sorry, I'm not looking over
Come on,
at chat.
let's
I
get
should
to higher
definitely
ground
look
and
at
take a
chat.
look.
How are you? Welcome in. I am behind everybody, I know, but I will do my best to catch up to people. I know we were gonna stream live alive today, but it just didn't happen.
Is he asleep?
Let's head up and take a look. He might need help.
Peak. Yeah, that is peak.
Falling asleep in a place like this. Impressive.
He's peak March 7th.
Hey,
Didn't you read his name?
Wakey, wakey! You'll get mushrooms growing on your head.
I'm doing good. I am trying to get through this because I
can't see it on the
okay, so here's the deal. I don't know if you're familiar. Are you familiar with Star Rail? Because I pulled like I'd probably say about 100 pulls now on basic tickets. And I have a solid S team and I have a full ice team, which is great, but I have not pulled an SS yet. So it's like I would like sort of at least one SS at least to push me through content. But it's not like I need it now, but I'm hoping I hit somebody somehow.
You got a death wish or something? How can you sleep here? Get back to safety and take shelter.
Take shelter? I remember now. These guys came out of nowhere and got into a fight with the mining team.
He's from Xenoblade.
At the time, I was exhausted.
He's British, English.
I'd hardly run a few feet when one of them caught me. If it weren't for Wildfire, they'd have stolen the clothes off my back.
I'm sure he has a different accent, though. I'm sure. I don't know the exact like accents of Europe, of England, or you know Wales, or any of those places. So.
You don't know these guys. No moral compass. They'd rob you blind in a flash. It's only thanks to Wildfire that the Great Mine hasn't fallen
that who
under
it
control
is?
completely.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so much you can do. Is that who it is?
Speaking of which, where is Wildfire? Did they head further in? Is there a fight happening?
It seems like Chief Oleg must be up ahead. Hurry up and get back to safety. Look for Nat. And try not to get into another scrap along the way.
Interesting.
Okay. Thank you for, getting me on my feet.
I recognize that woman. That's Elaine from First Mining Team. Quick, let's get up there and see if she's wounded.
Clearly she's rubbing her
Elaine,
head.
are you okay?
Zila, thank goodness.
I'm gonna eat my chicken
I'm
sandwich while
fine.
we're waiting here.
Just a couple of sprains.
Wait, there's more pickles in it? How many pickles are in this sandwich? So this is this chicken place I told you all about that was really good. It's really good, but there's a lot of chicken.
You've got good timing. Those vagrants were asking me about the robots, but I don't know anything. Oh, don't you know? The intersection of the Great Mine has been seized by a band of robots. Neither the mining team nor the vagrants can get anywhere near.
New challengers enter. About time. Human-only conflicts are so boring.
Does anyone know where the robots come from?
At first, we thought that a collective fault had occurred in the excavation machines. But then we found out that those machines didn't even belong to the mining team. They came out of nowhere and pushed the vagrants and us back. Then they blocked off the only tunnels into the intersection. There's no way anyone in the mining team is behind this. Operating a single unit is tiring enough, but a whole group? Impossible.
For you, maybe,
And there's
Elaine.
only one possibility. Boss Svarog.
Svarog? That name sounds familiar.
You remember the robots we defeated in the boxing gym?
Oh, Boss Svarog's robots. What's his deal?
Let's just say he's not to be trifled with. Let's go and find some other people. Elaine, can you make
Do
it
we
back to
need
safety?
Can we just get to the
No
fighting
problem.
part?
Zila and the rest of you, be careful.
Robots? Aligned against humans? I've never heard of such a thing. Machines should obey.
Is this elevator broken? Why isn't it responding?
Why are you worried about this piece of junk? Do you really want to go down there and be a live target for the robots?
Is this why they got sponsored? Because they were given voice lines in and sponsored? Is this why? Because I did not know. And to be honest, I usually don't watch them. I did recently follow them because they are funny guys. I will admit, I have caught some of their podcasts in a time or two. Mainly because of Reina, because like Reina's my she's like my go-to. Like she's awesome. But yeah, clearly, money move, right?
But if we evacuate, then haven't we lost out?
You idiots. We'll just steal off the miners. Look, I saw with my own eyes. They managed to bag some geomarrow. This is a perfect opportunity.
Oh, good idea.
I would, if I could be in a video game, I would too, so I guess I don't blame them.
Shameless. Still after the miners, are you? Time to teach you a lesson.
Oh, we get to beat him up? That's even, that's
Time for some sword play.
That's funny.
Blade.
Oh, they're weak to ice? Heck yeah, we got full ice
Enemy
team.
targets detected. This happened.
Now I now
Told ya I
understand
could
why
fight.
I got pulls for ice team.
Let's go.
I'm gonna be like so OP in this area now.
Fleeing at the first sign of danger. That's all they're good for.
Huh? What's this? Did those guys leave it behind? Whoa! What the heck?
Beep, beep, beep! Searching for potential user. Beep, beep, beep! Voice print detected. Looking up corresponding
Yeah, that's
identity
why I like it better
information.
than Genshin, because it's an RPG.
Oh my, it's an alien!
And that's also why I'm probably still playing it.
Hey, it talks! And it knows that we aren't from this planet?
It doesn't seem to be technology from here. Look, it even has an Interastral Peace Corporation logo on it. Perhaps it's an antiquity, left behind by some past interstellar traveler.
Beep, beep, beep. Your mom's an antiquity.
Oh, your mom's an antiquity.
Beep, beep, beep! Whatever. So you aliens know about the Interastral Peace Corporation? That's great! Beep, beep, beep! Self-introduction. I am Richard, the Home Use Object Finder. Model information. Version 0.63. Professional model. Annual deluxe package. Nickname?
Wait.
Findy.
Nickname is Findy, but your name is Richard.
A home
Okay.
use object finder? Who knew the IPC made these kinds of products?
Beep, beep, beep. My brainwave scanner module is damaged. Please send me to an Interastral Peace Appliances retail store near you for free repair within the warranty period of 232 years, 84 days. Beep, beep, beep. Alien, please take me to an Interastral Peace Appliances retail store to conduct repairs.
I don't know where that is, Findy.
What? This fella's already broken.
Beep, beep, beep! Yes! When you need to find something you can't see, just call upon Findy. That's me!
Oh, okay, that actually rhymes. Good for you.
Cowards and bullies. I don't remember you guys acting this tough around Svarog's minions. Did your parents never teach you what a backbone was?
Probably not.
We ain't stupid. Why would we risk our lives against the robots? And get off the high road. You can't just find a huge chunk of geomarrow and hog it all to yourselves.
This mine is our territory. The mining team is laboring here day in and day out. You guys don't even pretend like you're here to lend a hand. You're lazy. All you want is to profit off our sweat and tears. You don't even try hiding it. Disgraceful.
Where does disgrace come into it when we can't even fill our stomachs, huh? I know your game. You're just waiting for us to starve to death so there's more food for your mining team.
It's a waste of time trying to reason with you. While you've been kicking up this fuss, the whole vein's been seized by robots. Now we're all in the same boat.
Right. We can't rely on the vein anymore. But don't forget which side brought loaded guns to the party.
Whoa, easy. What are you trying to pull off? I'm warning you, wildfire are in the area.
Empty threat. Wildfire are stuck dealing with Svarog's minions. How are they gonna help you now? Unless you're planning on taking a bullet. Hand over the supplies and equipment.
Nope.
They're getting ready to attack. Those miners are unarmed.
You shameless scoundrels!
Yeah,
You
stay
stay
calm.
calm if you want. I'm taking action. I know those people.
I'm going to. We can't let these thugs get away with whatever they like.
They're not getting away. We need to know. Okay, fine. Okay, girls, we need to find out the situation, not murder everybody before we can find out the situation.
And who do we have here?
But you know.
Do you know whose territory this is?
Shut up. This isn't your territory.
This is our chance.
I'm in a hurry. I'll take you all in one go.
Rules are made to be broken!
Oh, Zila, thank goodness you came. We were nearly,
Nothing but a few knuckleheads. I'm just glad you're okay. Antonia, have you seen Chief Oleg?
Oleg? He took a group into the intersection. Said it was to clear off the invading robots. They've been gone for a while now. If Wildfire was around, those thugs wouldn't have dared.
Seems like the core of this problem is Svarog's robots. The boss. He appeared suddenly after the guards were redeployed and became a major player in the Underworld. Svarog claims to be a guardian of humanity. All the ownerless robots obey his commands. They've occupied the Furnace Core hub, and they're not letting anyone get close.
That's
Nobody
interesting.
knows why Svarog did any of this. He usually doesn't leave the Furnace Core and interfere unless some kind of disorder breaks out in the Underworld.
Huh.
A guardian of humanity? That can command robots? I've never heard of anything like.
Branya, you're from the upper crust. You chill.
Looks like your
Don't worry
mighty
about it.
architects weren't as all-knowing as you thought.
Can you two say anything without quarreling? This isn't the time! It sounds like there's danger waiting for us in the intersection. Can we still get through?
Well, I want to
Right.
get Svarog and his
There's unfinished
minions.
business here. The chief is still down there. It's only a bunch of scrap metal. What are we afraid of?
Oh, is Zila starting to appreciate our strength?
I'll be honest. You guys are hardworking. If everyone from Wildfire were as impressive as you on the battlefield, we wouldn't be so hard-pressed by Svarog.
Truth.
Antonia, can you take the mining team back through the entrance to meet up with Natasha?
Sure thing, but be careful. There are a lot of robots up ahead.
This vein.
Oh.
So this is what everyone is fighting over. Mr. Svarog, it's such a massive vein. I've never seen so much geomarrow before.
Calculating. Based on the average rate of excavation, this vein is enough to supply Belobog with 231 days of energy, with a margin of error of 7 days. I sense that your reason for summoning me is not the ore in question. State your true intention, Clara.
Right. I wanted Mr. Svarog to see that many miners and vagrants have gotten hurt because of the vein. Can you help them?
I have already prevented the dispute and taken temporary control of the excavation zone. Evaluation result. In the event of no further variables, there will be no large-scale armed conflict within the next 30 days.
I know why you did it, Mr. Svarog. It's just, I don't think it'll be enough. The mining team and Wildfire. They don't understand your actions. If only we could do more for them.
My mission is the protection of the Underworld. The trust of the minority sample is redundant to my calculations. Human behavior will always deviate from rational calculation, Clara. As evidenced by their presence here.
Svarog!
Wow.
We haven't settled our final score.
Zila, subordinate to Wildfire. Your resistance is futile. The result of my calculation is unequivocal. Remaining in the Underworld is the optimal strategy for survival.
This again. Calculation results, survival strategies. I haven't got time for your thesis. Withdraw your forces, or I'll lose my temper.
Observe, Clara. Even under abject conditions, humans are unable to avoid division and conflict.
But Mr. Svarog...
Human failure to accept the calculation result is a significant threat to the survival strategy of the Underworld. Calculation complete. Result unequivocal. Armed suppression of Wildfire and their allies is the optimal course of action.
What about the girl in red? That robot is gonna take her away.
We must leave, Clara. External variables have triggered a calculation reset. The furnace core hub requires protection.
Please, Mills. Don't hit them too hard.
I was getting bored of those minions. Time for a real fight. Come at me!
They're just gonna break up the robots, and the robots are trying to be good people. I mean, good robots. That's messed up. Oh! Okay, that's not that bad. Oh, okay, well.
A strong adversary. Blade in flight!
My assumption would be to take these guys out first.
Commencing support. Ready for another?
Our weakest member.
With me out here, how can we lose?
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack.
Nice. Nice combo, right? Oh, no. Does that mean they're gonna auto attack? If so, then that puts me in a pretty bad spot.
Strike with heart!
I probably...
I'll contain them.
You have the
I'm
worst
gonna
luck
put a
running into
shield
me.
Again.
Stay right there while I give you a present.
I'm not gonna ultimate until I...
You're annoying.
Hitting up. Wow, that's a lot of damage.
Try that again.
Let's make it quick.
Yeah.
Enemy targets detected. Enough.
I told ya I could
Okay,
fight.
frozen and damaged. So we're gonna go in.
With me out here, how can we lose?
Okay, here we
So,
go.
how many of my moves, Blade? In flight!
Rules are made to be broken!
Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move.
Practice is over. Swords descend!
Nice.
Phew. Not bad. How many of these big guys is Svarog hiding?
A lot, which is why Wildfire has never been able to take him down. Svarog's forces are too strong. We don't have enough firepower.
The girl in red.
Clara? Don't worry about her. That girl is best pals with Svarog. She's always following behind him. He wouldn't harm her. I guess I'm just used to seeing them together now, even if I don't understand it. Let's look for the chief.
No need to look far. Nice work, Zilo. We were attacked on both sides by robots. Who knows where they came from? We thought we were in it for the long haul.
I'm not hooked. This is only our second stream, and it's only the second day I've played it. I, however, am just, you know... I just want a break, I think, from editing. And if I continue to do Octopath or Alive Alive, I have to edit, and I'm behind on editing. As proof by my mistake of, and apologies of losing those blue reflection VODs, which I still feel bad about. I went to the trouble of recovering the earlier ones, and then I didn't download the old ones, and then that's what happens. I think I update. I'm literally uploading every day, and I think that's really just hard to do. I know, but I mean, that means, like, I can't put up Blue Reflection 2 if I don't have one, you know? So that means I can't put that up either, which is sort of like a bummer.
Chief,
but, you know.
Is everyone okay? Is anyone injured?
We're fine. We're used to it at this point. We sent those pesky robots and ragtag troops packing. The mine should be quiet for a while.
Yeah, it's really fun. I'm just moving
who are your
along
friends
so I can
here?
cap, and then that way we can see if I can get some pulls in. Because my pulls aren't the greatest, but my
They're
team is a
outsiders
solid
that
S-tier
Sample brought
team.
down from who knows
And I
where.
got all ice,
They need a
so
favor
look what we're
from
talking about,
Wildfire,
so-
so I brought them with me. It'll be faster if they explain.
It's been a while since I heard that anyone was pleased to meet anyone. I won't forget you in a hurry. Wildfire welcomes you. So, you went to all this trouble to find Wildfire. What help is it you need?
So you don't know this, but his backstory is he's a ventriloquist.
I didn't know you'd put on a show for the overworld, too. Impressive.
Well, this is new. Wildfire can barely take care of the Underworld. And now outsiders are looking for assistance from us. This Stellaron you speak of. I've never heard of it. But if it's a secret that even we locals don't know about, then one name does come to mind.
Yeah, he's just ventriloquist.
The
Kokoya?
current Supreme Guardian is a liar who uses sweet words to deceive the Underworld. She's never cared about our survival.
Stop right there. I won't allow you to insult the Madam Guardian.
Miss Overworld, my words may be painful to you, but every one of them is true. Go out into the towns and hear for yourself. See how the people here suffer. I haven't gotten close to voicing the extent of the Underworld's grievances, young lady. But I will respect your request. I will leave it at that for now. Let's get back to the main topic. The name that came to my mind was Svarog.
Huh? Isn't Svarog Wildfire's sworn enemy?
Why would
No,
a
they're
mere
not.
robot in the Underworld have knowledge of important secrets?
Because he's
Sworn enemy.
you know.
Not how I see it. The young master here is closer. Svarog is a cold and unfeeling machine. He recognizes only the dead reasoning of his calculations. Svarog is not against Wildfire. Or perhaps I should say, Wildfire isn't even of concern to him. That ancient robot witnessed the war. If you're looking to pick up a thread, he may well be your best source.
Don't judge a book by its cover. I myself have put a few centuries behind me. Would you be able to tell?
I'm familiar with over 20 long-life species. None of them look like you.
Hey, would it kill you to play along?
Robots don't forget. If Svarog hasn't heard of your Stellaron, then I'm afraid perhaps no one has.
In which case, we need to think of a way to convince Svarog to communicate with us.
Or get him to hand over his memory bank. We could go through it ourselves.
What should we do?
We've tried repeatedly to negotiate with Svarog, but he rejects every effort. He believes that wildfire is a threat. Still, if it were you guys, it's difficult to say.
Poor old man.
We have time. Let's get into the detail tomorrow. It's late, and you must have been through a lot. Go back to the town and rest. I'll make arrangements.
Again? I'm starting to get nervous of arranged rest on this planet.
As for our Silvermane girl here, do you have time? I'd like to talk with you in private.
I lost her. My wish. Your so-called plan. What is the point of it all?
Oh, uh-oh.
Silence! She is my daughter. My only... You soulless thing. How could you begin to fathom? You will never understand. Never!
Wait, what?
A new world.
Yeah, this doesn't seem very good.
That voice again. Maya's...
Who
Rania!
goes there? Show yourself.
Just me. Rania.
It's you. Don't sneak up behind me next time. Lucky for you, I wasn't armed. No sleep for you either, huh?
I mean... No? Yeah, I've been having nightmares lately. I think I should tell her she's trustworthy.
I understand. The more that weighs on your mind, the more your fears become dreamscapes. Actually, seeing as there's no one around, can I ask you some things? This Stellaron you speak of, if you were to find it, how sure are you that you could stop the eternal freeze?
Very, 100%.
Your confidence actually makes me even more worried. This isn't like helping a child make a snowball. You know, it was difficult for me to believe you. Some of the words you use are too alien for those that have lived their entire life in Belobog. As far as I was concerned, Madame Cocolia's order to arrest you sounded reasonable. But why didn't she issue it straight away?
We told you that, you fool!
She must have realized something about you. Something I haven't yet been able to perceive for myself. It bothers me. What must have transpired to cause her such a drastic change?
Rania, we told you this, and now you're barely figuring out to ask these questions.
Orders are orders. It's not for soldiers to question their superiors.
Oh, Rania.
I don't need you to absolve me. The truth is, I didn't have every confidence that I was doing the right thing. But the sense of duty to carry out an order is bound to prevail with me. In the past, overworld soldiers on the front line would lose their lives in droves. And yet, the Fragmentum's advance would remain unaffected. Nevertheless, that was her reason for deploying all the Silvermane guards to the front line. The transport line for supplies in Geomarrow remained open, but the passage between the surface and the underground ceased. I approved of that decision. I never thought that the Underworld would sink into such ruin without the Silvermane guards. Perhaps Mother was wrong, but how can I change her mind? I've tried, but she won't listen. I don't know how to get through to her.
We'll help you.
Help me change the mind of the Madam Guardian? Not easy. Nobody knows that better than I do. The more I think about it, the more disoriented I get, which in turn makes me think about it even more. I just want a better life for the people of Belobog.
Let's work together. Maybe we can make a change.
Maybe you're right. Or not. Right now, I just need more time to think.
Rania, let me help you.
Walk with me. Let's forget our problems for a while.
Oh.
I can't remember the last time.
We're actually gonna
I
walk.
like this.
I
never
she
thought
wasn't
I'd
being
take one
serious.
through such a strange place with someone I'd only just gotten to know. It's so quiet here. I'm not used to it. Quieter things are around you, the louder they... I'm surprised the vagrants in the Great Mine go after the mining teams. They must be desperate. Still, whatever their...
Rania, I didn't mean to break our conversation. We're just gonna... Okay.
How much longer can you last with your current supplies?
Huh?
Is that Zila? Let's go take a look.
I know. I'll go to Rivet Town and bring them back for you.
It's too dangerous to go alone. Get Oleg to send someone with you.
The rest of Wildfire has barely gotten any sleep the last few days. They should rest. They'd only be holding their eyelids open and slowing me down. Besides, didn't you say some of the miners were gravely injured? Lives are on the line.
Sounds like we arrived just on time.
Aren't you supposed to be sleeping? What are you doing out here? Up to no good, perhaps?
We're just having a walk. Neither of us could sleep. You can rescind your baseless accusations.
Yeah, Burnt?
Walk somewhere else, then.
Easy, Zila. Maybe they can help.
I was in to help Miss Natasha.
I'm grateful. Here's the situation. The clinic is packed full of people injured in the mines incident. Since you helped us resolve things, Zila and I have been busy caring for them. As you know, the underground is lacking resources to begin with. Add on the sudden nature of the incident, and it's no surprise that the clinic is almost out of medical supplies.
Zila, yes.
We need to acquire more. Somehow.
She's from the other Honkai game, right? God Seal. God Sealer. God Seal. She's like a dugong. She's dugong gong 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 gong. That's who she is. I know we're supposed to play Alliance Live today, but I just wanted to chill this weekend. I sort of gave up. Just for this weekend, I sort of just wanted to. She's from like, yeah, her and Sela and Rania used to be sisters or whatever or something. Not really, I don't think. I think it was one of those, you know, sister things. But I don't know the story really about that. I think they were in an orphanage or something, or I don't know. Yeah, okay.
The situation in other towns is even worse than ours. As the Fragmentum spreads underground, more monsters go roaming around, causing trouble for all the towns. That means more vagrants in the mines. The town's resources have been swallowed up by the Fragmentum. To get anything now, people have to risk their lives.
Easy now, Zila. Anger isn't good for one's health. Zila and I actually aren't from here. We both come from an industrial town to the north. A few years ago, the Fragmentum began to seep into the town center. I used to manage an orphanage and clinic there. But after the Fragmentum corroded the area, I had no choice but to move here to Boulder Town. After all, I have to survive myself if I want to save more people.
Go to a corroded town to collect some useful resources? I'm in.
Alright, what's the plan?
You want to come as well? But you look quite tired.
I don't care.
Hold up. I never said you could join us.
People's lives are at stake. Why wouldn't you want another person to help? Besides, I have some experience with the Fragmentums. I'm sure I will be of use.
Yeah.
Well, just don't slow me down.
Oh my gosh. Sela, please. This is not how this type of relationship is gonna go right now.
Zila's lack of outright rejection means she approves of you. With you all accompanying her, my mind will be more at ease. Come, let me give you a list of materials we need.
Good.
The place you're going to is called Rivet Town. Follow the path through the mountains to the north for a bit, and you'll arrive there. Let me think. I'm almost out of metal plates and bandages used for immobilizing broken bones. There's a market in the center of Rivet Town. Residents left behind piles of materials there when they evacuated. Please look for some there. Oh, also rubbing alcohol. I kept a bunch at the orphanage, since the kids often got into tussles. I didn't bring it with me when I left. Oh, I hope it's still intact. Lastly, painkillers. There should be a bunch stored in the old lab. Hopefully they haven't been destroyed by monsters. These should be enough to get by for a bit longer. Be careful. Don't push yourselves too hard.
I'd like to bring back
metal
more
plates and bandages, rubbing
than what
alcohol,
we need,
and
please.
painkillers. Got it. Piece of cake. Let's go. If we leave now, we can still make it back before sundown. When it comes to helping injured people groaning in pain, the sooner the better.
If we hadn't happened to be passing by, were you really planning on going into the Fragmentum alone?
Of course. What's all the fuss about? I've done that loads of times.
So reckless. According to the rules of the Silvermane Guards, any expedition into the Fragmentum must have a squad of at least 4 members, as well as a communications officer.
Exactly. A rule of the Silvermane Guards. Don't apply your rules to us.
Fedora. I thought it was gonna say Fiora. Oh, I have the language model already! Yeah, because I bought it anyway. I would like to help more. Okay, well. Oh, I wouldn't know the past games. This is the first time that you can be like, ha, I know more than you at a game. Because I do not know much
We're
about
here. This
these
is
games.
Rivet Town. Everything looks familiar. Let's go. And watch your step. I haven't been here in a long time. There are probably some monsters around. We can't see anything here. Let's find higher ground to get a better view.
Like, I'm enjoying it. I think that's why I'm still, you know.
Way over there. See that house on the hill? That's Natasha's old orphanage. After Oleg found me,
man, it looks nice.
he sent me there. I spent over half my childhood in that place.
Oh, so they're still technically, that's interesting. They're still technically, like, from an orphanage. Isn't that interesting?
Natasha said that the house was donated by some rich businessman. Whatever his business may have been, he must have been a good person. I miss those carefree days as a kid.
You and me both, Sela.
Huh.
What?
People make
Nothing to
things
say?
more complicated than they need to be as adults.
No, it's just... this place seems familiar somehow. Never mind.
Dude, is she an orphan?
Weirdo. Look down there. See the mess that remains of those old stalls? That's Rivet Town's market. The supplies Natasha wants are probably there. Let's keep moving. Watch out for monsters. Careful. Enemies ahead. These aren't like vagrants. They won't...
Don't treat me like a new recruit. I'm all too familiar with the monsters of the fragment.
Burn away!
Freeze!
Hello? Did I break another game? Did I break another game? I think I broke our game. As tradition, everyone, welcome to the stream where I break every game possible. I broke the game. Well, yeah, that's, yeah, okay, well, yeah. Another bug in another game. You should all hire me as a beta tester, because let me tell you, as is tradition, let me turn off the camera, because it's obviously, oh wait, because it's obviously busted.
Darn. How could they all be empty? Now even the monsters are gathering supplies?
The monsters of the Fragmentum don't need any materials we humans use. And if they did take anything, this place would look much messier.
You mean that someone else got here and took everything before us?
It's just a guess, but there are also some footprints on the ground here.
The scent of dirt is still fresh. They can't have come too long before us. Let's go then. We need to find something, even if we have to search every corner of this market.
Yeah, well, Gepard has that mass AoE shield. So, like, that's sort of why I'm like, I like him too, but...
Eric? Hey, Brat! How could you come here by yourself? Oh, don't you know how dangerous this place is?
Zila! You aren't the boss of me. I can go wherever I want. It's none of your beeswax.
Yeah.
You took the materials and hid them all here. Not bad, kid. But if we didn't take care of those monsters, what were you planning to do? Just stay here, shaking in your boots?
Who asked you to do anything? I was just about to escape. I didn't need your help at all.
Still stubborn, huh? Then tell me, how exactly were you gonna get those big metal plates out of here past those monsters?
There's always a way.
Don't be so polite to him.
My gosh.
Everyone in the Underworld knows this brat is a no-good thief. If I remember correctly, even the clothes you're wearing came off another kid's back.
About that.
Tell us, what do you even want metal plates and gauze bandages for?
You're so mean.
We need them to save people.
200.
What?
200 shield?
Are you kidding me? You want to negotiate?
Not much, but I didn't bring my coin purse.
You're actually planning to give this little crook money?
He probably
I'm
did this
telling
for a
you,
reason,
this
lady.
is his same old trick.
No! Not this time.
Have a heart.
I really need money.
You know what I mean? See?
My daddy.
Pretending to use your dad again as an excuse. If he knew about this, you'd be in big trouble.
No!
Zila, that's enough. It's Eric, right? Here, you can have this.
What's this?
This is a medal given to me by the architects. See that blue stone in the middle? That's a geomarrow crystal of the highest purity. You need money for your family, right? Take this and show it to a knowledgeable buyer, and they'll instantly know how valuable it is.
Thank you.
But you'll have to promise me one thing. You'll never steal other people's things again. Promise?
Branya, look at Branya. The MVP.
I promise. I'll never steal things again.
Then it's a deal. If you go back on your promise, I'm going to bring my Silvermane guards with me and catch you myself. Here, take the medal and go back to the town. We already took care of any threat on the way. You'll be safe.
Thank you. Whoever you are, you guys can take all of these things. You guys need to be careful too. There seems to be something real scary in that house up on the hill. Oh, right. The road across from the market is blocked. If you want to go further, you'll have to go to the shopping street.
Got it. Thanks for the tip.
Man,
That object
Branya's winning.
was pretty important to you.
Winning points.
Right? Are you sure you're okay just giving it to Eric like
Just
that?
an object.
If it will make him change his ways, it's more than worth it.
What if he doesn't?
From a young age, my mother taught me to be forgiving and to preserve the goodwill in people's hearts. Even if I am but a small glimmer of light in this world, I must try my best to shine brightly for others. I must give him a chance, Zila, because other people can't.
I don't really get what you just said. Anyway, we should get moving. Eric said that we need to take the shopping street to go any further. I think I still remember where it is. This way.
Rules are made to be broken!
Yeah, this is my team for now. This is the team that stays for now.
That was
It
it?
seems to be.
Nah, I could have taken it on by myself. But still, fighting alongside you two was pretty fun. Should be all clear now. Let's poke around. The kids at the orphanage were always getting into scraps when we played out here. If I remember it right, there ought to be some supplies for our cuts and bruises stored in that corner there. I just hope the monster didn't get to them.
It wasn't my imagination.
Huh? What are you talking about?
This building? This playground equipment? I've seen it all before.
What? Come on. The overground and underground have been sealed off from each other for over 10 years. It would have been used if a Silvermane guard had come down here, let alone an overworld princess. Wait, unless before that.
Yes, it's a possibility. That would explain why my memory of it is so blurry. Come on. I need to look around a bit more before I can be sure.
But she was from the orphanage. Irony.
Burn away!
Oops. Didn't mean to do that, but it's alright.
Hey, where are you going?
Oh, well, I was going this way.
Ugh, the swing is covered in dust. Hey, don't sit on it. It's filthy.
It sure brings back memories. I still remember one time I swung super high and everyone was scared I would fly off.
Who knew swinging could be so intense?
At the time, I wanted to swing myself into the sky and fly up to the overworld.
So dangerous. You're lucky to have lived till now.
Aren't we all, though? We've looked everywhere but here. I hope my memory is right. It's... yes! We found it! Great! It's barely damaged. Nat wouldn't have expected her old supplies from years ago to have stayed in such good condition.
You should still check the expiration date for things like rubbing alcohol. If it's expired, it won't be effective.
True. Let me check a few bottles. Huh? What's this?
This is something from when I was a child.
When you were a child? Are you sure?
Could it be that when you were a child, you were from the orphanage?
remember now. I
course.
used to live here. Before the architects took me away, before Madame Cocolia adopted me, I used to live here. I'm an undergrounder.
You're an undergrounder? Wait a minute. You're saying that Cocolia, the Supreme Guardian, adopted you? Then...
Yes. I'm the successor chosen by the architects. In the future, I will become the guardian who leads Belobog. Why? Why didn't I remember this until now? My childhood memories are so blurry.
Cocolia must have done something to make you forget.
No. Mother would never do that to me. There's no way she would. The architects said that the guardian successor is selected from among all people in Belobog. The selection process can take anywhere from a few years to a few decades. During that time, all children of the appropriate age in both the overworld and the underworld will be tested. In the end, only one child deemed as worthy will be chosen.
I don't know about all this.
I must have been chosen from among the children here and then taken to the surface.
The kids at the orphanage are always coming and going. I never thought that there would have been a future Supreme Guardian among us. Does Nat know about this? Could she have been keeping it a secret?
I don't think she knows. The selection of the successor is done with utmost secrecy. And the child chosen must completely say goodbye to their past. And thus, I became the daughter of Madame Cocolia.
That's
My
interesting
only
that they
identity
decided
is
to
that of
rewrite it.
guardian successor. But I'm not good enough. Every day I see Silvermane
They're
guards
taking the
sacrifice their
Takashi
lives
route
in
and
the
rewriting the
Fragmentum.
same story.
But I've never had the resolve to try to change Mother's mind.
Takahashi!
The Underworld has been struggling, but I never tried to help. I didn't even know that it was my own home that had fallen into such a dire state. In the end, I haven't been able to guard anything. How could they have thought that I was worthy to be the successor?
Hey, are you done?
Huh?
Yeah.
Wow. Ugh, so annoying.
What?
What? You thought I should feel sorry for you after your little speech? You can hide in your palace while you fuss over your overworld problems. And on the front line, it's not even you who's putting their life in danger. But in the underworld, what do we worry about? If we'll have food for our next meal, or survive to the next week. Even if I am but a small glimmer of light in this world, I must try my best to shine brightly for others.
Dang.
Didn't you say that? Well, if you really want to protect everyone, what are you standing here crying for? Get to it!
You're
Yeah,
right.
earring ears.
You're right. Self-pity doesn't help solve anything. Thank you, Sela. Usually when I feel sorry for myself, I am met with gentle consolation. Never has anyone dared to be tough and make me snap out of it.
I'm no good at consoling, but I can hit you on the head a few times, no problem. I can tell that you have a big burden to carry. Why do you force yourself to?
As the successor to the Guardian of Belobog, I must always be vigilant of my behavior and thoughts.
Yeah, Lady Branya. Miss Future Supreme Guardian comes from the same orphanage as me. Who thought it would be a good idea to put us together, huh?
The developers of this game.
How about I show you around the orphanage a bit more? Unlike you, my memories from when I was little are crystal clear.
Okay. I'll indulge in old memories with you for a while.
He's like, yeah, I'm out of here. He's like,
I
there's no
should
room
let
for
those
me.
two be alone for a bit. The only thing left to find is painkillers. I'll see if there's any nearby.
Oh, it's here. We found it. Thank you, Perkins.
Don't mention it, Clara. Warning. Warning. Danger detected.
I mean no harm.
Protect Clara. Initiating active defense mode.
Perkins, don't! Stop! I've seen this person before. He's not bad, right?
Command received. Danger removed. Deactivating active defense mode.
This
I
place
want
is
Clara.
dangerous.
Clara is really good.
You should leave. Oh, I came here for these painkillers too. There are a lot of people hurt at the Vagrant camp. I guess the miners are no different? If everyone could just get along, things would be easier. Here you are. I hope the medicine is of help to you. Mr. Svarog, he's my family. I met Mr. Svarog when I was real little. He took me in and took care of me. I'm really sorry about what happened back in the Great Mine. Mr. Svarog doesn't trust any humans besides me, especially everyone from Wildfire.
Why did he want to get
He
involved
heard
in
that
the
the
mines?
miners and vagrants had begun to engage in a large-scale conflict. He wanted to stop everyone from getting hurt fighting over the mines. Wildfire wants everyone to leave the underground. But Mr. Svarog wants everyone to stay here. According to his calculations, the overground is already unsafe.
Oh.
Yes. Mr. Svarog is very stubborn. He says that his responsibility is preservation. To do that, he must make decisions that best protect humanity. I know that Wildfire wants to talk to Mr. Svarog, but no matter how many times you talk to him, Mr. Svarog won't change his mind. So please trust me. I'll try to persuade Mr. Svarog. Hopefully one day he'll finally listen.
Clara, what are you doing here?
You're Miss Sela from Wildfire. I came here to...
Why are you helping the vagrants look for medicine? If they're so great, how could they make a little girl go around running errands for them?
No, it's not like that. I wasn't made to do anything. It's just that the living conditions for the vagrants aren't great. There's not even a clinic in their camp. So I wanted to help them out. Also, not all of them are bad people. Everyone
See,
just
she's so
wants
reasonable.
to survive.
I like Clara.
Miss Sela, did this medicine belong to Miss Natasha? Then, can you give me some? The vagrant's injuries are quite serious.
I see. Let's split these painkillers then.
Really? We don't need to ask Miss Natasha first?
If I know Nat, she won't mind. Although, this will make it more difficult for us. She'll understand. She always does.
Great. Thank you, Miss Sela.
Are you leaving? This old town is too dangerous. We'll accompany you part of the way.
It's fine. I have Perkins for company. And I have some more things I need to look for here first.
Understood. Be careful, though.
Metal plates and bandages, rubbing alcohol. Let's go report to Natasha in Boulder Town.
That's our Zila. Nothing if not punctual. So, did you find any usable supplies? Oh, let me see. Metal plates, gauze bandages, painkillers, rubbing alcohol.
I hope so.
Perfect. That's everything I needed. It's just, there are less painkillers than I'd expected. Did someone break into the storage room?
No, just no.
Clara? If she was there too, then I understand. She wants to look after the injured vagrants, right? Clara's always been a kind-hearted girl. I think you made the right decision. Still, it means I'm going to have to draw up a detailed dosage plan.
Hey, don't worry. I'll help you.
No need. I'll handle the clinic. I assume you three have more important things to be getting on with, right? Oleg will be waiting, not to mention your two companions. I'm sure they won't mind. They seemed in good spirits.
I bet old Oleg wants to talk about Svarog. We should get going. Sorry, Nat. We'll have to leave the wounded to you.
Oh, no worries. I hope things go smoothly.
Hey, they're finally back! That's nothing. The unannounced disappearance record holder is right here.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And that's something to be proud of?
It's good to have everyone back together. Let me get straight to it. Regarding the Stellaron and your predicament in the overworld. Your friends have gone over both with me again. The last time I saw Kokolia, she was an impressive young lady. I never thought that after becoming the Guardian. All I can say is that I sympathize with your situation. Rest easy. Wildfire won't go behind your back on this. Your plan sounds a bit like the ravings of a drunken miner, but at least you're offering a road forwards. We Underworlders haven't had a road to anywhere for a long time now, and you can see how things have become. I'm willing to give you guys a shot.
Don't worry, Mr. Oleg. We'll make sure you don't regret it.
Ravings of a drunken miner is a little harsh.
Maybe it is, but I think we need to set our sights on something a bit more realistic. You guys want to know the whereabouts of the Stellaron. Wildfire wants to remove the restrictions on the Underworld. In other words, Svarog is the target of both our efforts. If we can't deal with the boss, we can't deal with anything.
He wouldn't understand. You're forgetting he's a robot. It'd be faster to smash him to scrap metal.
We should make preparations for both approaches. Of course, it's better to settle matters through peaceful means, but if the situation changes, we must be prepared for armed conflict at a moment's notice. Wildfire has tried many times to make contact with Svarog, without success. He has no intention of engaging with us. At our current strength, it would be incredibly dangerous to use force. Svarog's robots don't fear sacrifice, and I don't want to risk Underworld lives. But things have changed. Your arrival constitutes an external variable for Svarog. I may not have the full picture, but perhaps you guys have an opportunity to sway him.
That would be best.
Our scheme is coming along nicely. But I fear that Svarog just isn't the swaying type. You'll understand when you get to his territory. Things never run smoothly down here. And what about you, Miss Silvermane? You're the only one here that isn't compelled to do or die with Svarog. I'd like to hear your plan.
Well, the Underworld is still a part of Belobog. If Svarog's existence constitutes a threat to the people here, I will of course stand with you.
Excellent. An enlightened answer, young lady. And spoken like a true successor to the guardianship. Seeing as we're all on the same side, there's no reason to delay. Let's go. I've arranged for a guide to take you to Svarog. Wildfire's relationship with Svarog has been hostile for a long time now. Accompanying you would only lead to misunderstandings.
Yeah,
We'll
sure.
be nearby, awaiting orders. If things go south, we'll be there in no time. Zila, perhaps you can take our outsider friends the rest of the way.
I'm on it, boss.
That's a lot of progress in a short amount of time. Hi, Julian. Hi. Mom told me it's strangers. I think together before. I think that doesn't ring a bell. Did you mistake me for someone else? Did I? Pitch Dark Hook the Great sent me. Wow, so cozy. I'm from Julian of the Thousand Faces. Oops, I revealed myself. Wow, that's not messing with you. You're right, I'm Julian. What do you want from me? Didn't say you have urgent matters for me?
Hey, you! Stop!
Little sidekick. Young little master of massive skies.
Julian of a... We got trouble. The boss went to the Great Mine along with her Diggertron, and she refused to let anyone go with her.
Oh no.
I feel like she's doing something dangerous. You have to go check on her for us. Diggertron is Diggertron. As long as the boss has it with her, you can expect a good fight. Fursman is in the mines. It seems like the boss heard some bad news about him and then just ran in there. There's lots of bad guys in the mines. Miss Natasha said kids ain't allowed to go in. Go check on her for us now. He's Hook's daddy, and he's like a daddy to everyone in the moles. He's like a great person. Thank you. Please hurry.
Mine. Oh wow, that's like the complete opposite direction. Oh no, it's behind that. I should stock up on. No, you're fine. Why would you be? I would always tell you if there's something wrong. There's nothing wrong. I find it fun and helpful. Thank you very much. Good night. Have a good night. This I don't even know where this is.
Burn away.
No, don't get away. No, I don't think so. Get him! Night. Thank you.
Blade in flight!
Practice is over. Swords descend!
Barely felt it.
Ow.
Time for a shot. That's better.
Much obliged.
Time for swordplay.
Barely felt it.
Not nap time.
Combat is a series of
one at a time.
That's right, I wouldn't let that Stellar Jade go to waste. There's nothing.
Calm down, calm down. We're all here to work for a living. Why not sit down and talk it out?
Because
Save it! We treated you as our leader, but look how you treated us.
Such a rat!
You sold the intel about the vein to Antonia, but we discovered it first. Now we lost the mine, and we have to work for those guys.
Traitor!
Well, nothing to say for yourself, huh? So you admit that you sold the intel to the mining team?
Go away, you brutes! Don't bully my daddy!
Oh, little hook? Oh, no, you have it wrong. It's your daddy who bullied us first. Ask him if you don't believe me.
Daddy?
Yes, I told Antonia about the vein, but I was the first one to discover it. I have the right to do anything with it.
It's only because you have that detector. Let's see who's boss when we take it from you.
Back off. I was thinking about the bigger picture when I did that. Unlike you all who just look for trouble every day.
Well, I think someone needs to teach you a lesson. Guys, get him.
You'll never lay a finger on Daddy without passing through Hook.
The moles are here. Surrender now.
It's you! Come and help Hook.
Another punching bag? Fine by me. I'll kick all your butts.
Let's go, moles!
Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens. And I'm no exception.
Himiko. Kimi took them out, Kimi.
Just a few scratches. How about you, Hook?
Don't worry about me. I have Diggertron. No one can hurt me.
Good. That's good. And you, young man, are you hurt? Thank you for your help. Quit acting tough, young man. Your injuries must be treated right away. I remember. You are the outsiders Natasha mentioned before, right? I heard that you helped resolve some conflicts around the mines when you arrived. And again today, when you saved my life.
Saving lives is my passion.
What a noble young spirit you have. Thank you very much.
Daddy, let's go to the old witch's clinic. You're
Oh,
seriously
the witch.
hurt.
Rude.
But the vein detector that rapscallion was after, somebody already stole it from me. I need to keep searching. Otherwise, I might never see it again. It's just a tool.
We're gonna find it.
This is also the reward of trailblazing.
I guess I can check.
I've taken care of your wounds. I'm running short on medical supplies these days, though, so behave yourselves and stay away from trouble. You hear me? Don't pretend you didn't hear that, Hook. I'm talking to you.
Hook wasn't the one that caused trouble. It was those bad guys. We were just defending ourselves. Ask him. See?
You are gonna spoil that kid. That's enough for now. I'll say this one last time, Hook. If you cause any trouble again, I'll take Diggertron away. Do you understand?
Hook understands.
The boss of the moles should stick to her word. I have patients to take care of. See you later.
Thank you again. If it weren't for you and Dr. Natasha, Hook and I probably would have been in big trouble. Well, a few days ago, I found a geomarrow vein using a vein detector, and I sold this info to Antonia, a supervisor of the mining team. Then, those vagrants heard about it and accused me of being a traitor. They believe that since I'm also a vagrant who came from another mine and ended up in here for a living, I should naturally be on their side.
But he wasn't.
The mining team could not agree with that, of course. I'm just too old for this.
Daddy? Are we short on money? Why did you do that?
My poor child. Daddy is old now. Who knows how long I can stay by your side? I have to start preparing for your future. People say I'm selfish, think I'm a traitor, but it doesn't matter to me. All you need to know is when I'm gone, you will have the money to take care of yourself and survive on your own.
Daddy.
Forget about it. Since I've got the money from the mining team, I have nothing to complain about now. It's just a shame that I lost my vein detector. It was indeed a treasure. It's an ancient relic that I found in a mine. People say it's a device that mining teams used for detecting geomarrow veins long ago. I often carried it around looking for a fresh claim. Perhaps some villains up to no good took notice. It's a rare device, you know. No wonder somebody stole it. Anyway, I guess I don't need the detector anymore. The less trouble, the better. I shouldn't care who stole my device. Whoever it was, I hope they get good use out of it.
Hook seems to be giving me a look like, I want to talk to you outside the clinic now.
Yes.
So that's why people call eyes the windows to the soul.
Yes, yes, Hook. Yes, yes, boss lady.
Wait! Hook needs you to help with something. Yes! We can't just stand by and do nothing. That detector is Daddy's treasure, so I gotta get it back. You'll help me, won't you?
Helping others is my
Alright
passion.
then.
I already
I'll be
said
waiting
that.
for you at the shelter in the
in
mine,
case
big brother.
Yeah, I got the Nissan title. Is there an achievement for that?
I mean... See ya!
Got Nissan. They better, if they give her to our give her us for free. I'm gonna be so confused what to do, where to put her.
Too slow, honorary member of the moles. You should have gotten here before Hook. Let me introduce you to Sweta. She is Daddy's most trusted miner.
Not at all. Mr. Fursman trusts every vagrant, and every one of us trusts Mr. Fursman.
Yeah, no.
But after what happened over at that geomarrow vein, the atmosphere at the shelter became a bit tense.
I'm here to find Daddy's treasure, his vein detector. I heard that someone stole it. Is that true?
Well, I would guess that's probably true. After the conflict in the mine, Wildfire gathered everyone out of the shelter and took a head count to check on the wounded. 4 people were not there. When we returned to the shelter, Mr. Fursman's detector was gone. We searched all around the shelter but found nothing. I guess one of those 4 people was the thief. Indeed. Now we can narrow down the scope of our search considerably. We vagrants have our dignity too. I'm sure we will catch the thief, but...
But... what?
Actually, we've already asked those 4 suspects about it. But they all claim to not have stolen anything. Of course, we could never expect thieves to confess and turn themselves in, right? In my opinion, one of those four was lying. Doesn't seem likely. All four suspects are at the shelter. If you're feeling confident, why not give it a try?
Oh,
Maybe you can
boy.
determine who the thief is.
She does remind me of Patty. That's why I must have her in my party.
Adults are so dishonest.
And she's called Hook.
Hook's gonna question them one by one.
Yeah, Nanaja.
My friend,
Stupid
are
Sampo?
you serious?
Kudu
This
kudu.
device is quite rare. Are you really willing to sell it to me at such a low price?
Welcome in. Kurudin. You know, it's funny that I even know what that is anymore. Like, only if you played Honkai Star Rail would you know what Kuru is.
No, why are you making this so complicated? Do you want it or not? Just tell me.
I had her on my team. I used to think she was cool
You
until
two
people told
stop
me she
right
wasn't.
there. Pitch Dark Hook the Great has arrived.
Yeah. So Patty. It's so Patty, and I'm here for it.
Oh boy, I knew it was too good to be true.
I normally would, but I wanted to play this in English. I usually play in Japanese audio, usually.
I gotta make this clear. I have nothing to do with this fella. You have to trust me. Miss Hook, please, don't point that thing at me. It's scary.
Hey, how can you sell me out like that? We had a deal.
You stole Daddy's treasure. Diggertron will not spare you.
Diggertron will not spare
This is all that
you.
old Versman's fault. Just because he has this
Oh, it was the
device I'm
cook.
holding, he
It
can
was
make
totally
a
the
fortune.
cook. I was right.
It's not fair.
Well, it seems you guys have some issues to sort out, so maybe I should leave.
The heck if I care. With the Underworld in such a sad state, how are we supposed to survive if we don't resort to robbing and stealing? Anyway, I got the device now. Come take it, if you have the guts.
You let him cook, right? He poisoned all our food. Let him cook? I don't think so.
Diggertron, get ready.
Oh, you're gonna jack him up.
Rules are made to be broken!
A one-time blade in flight!
How about this?
You sure talk tough for someone who can't fight. Come on, hand the detector over to Hook. No, Daddy's treasure! It's broken!
Ah.
Hey! Now this is Sampo's time to shine. Of
still here?
course! I wouldn't want to
You're
miss
still
out on
here?
seeing you and Miss Hook's acts of heroism, would I? Listen here. There's a fellow in Bouldertown they call Balloway the Miner's Lamp. He's an appraiser. Although he claims that he doesn't do appraisals anymore for ancient relics, he actually still does a bit behind the scenes for ones that are of especially high value. I think this device of yours is probably worth a lot. It might be a good idea to try your luck with Balloway.
Tampo is such a
Here's a trick.
dweeb.
First, pretend that you want to sell it for a low price, then wait for him to excitedly fix the device for you. After it's fixed, tell him you changed your mind and you want to keep it for yourself. This business tactic is what I call a bait and switch.
Yeah, probably so.
Pretty clever.
Bait and switch, that's not
Balloway the
clever.
Miner's Lamp. Got it. Thanks, Mr. Sampo. Let's go into town to find him.
Have a safe trip.
Okay, let's get that. Probably. Taboo. There? Ah. Not a problem, leave it to me. It is a problem, and I don't want to do it, but it's fine. We're gonna do it anyway, because that's like the only choice we have to do it anyway. Well, I think it's because I'm low level. I haven't hit 50 yet. And it's like sort of like FF14 where you don't do anything until you hit 50, apparently. Like, every game is like that now. Like, it's really shallow until you get like... I think 49 or 50 is the max right now or something.
I'm already retired from appraising ancient relics, so unless this detector is some kind of precious treasure...
Oh, look at this! The detector's probe broke off. Can you fix it?
Oh, ho ho, this certainly is a rare relic. Let me take a closer look.
Yes, look extra close. You have to help Hook fix it.
This device... I've been in the business for a long time, but never have I seen an ancient relic like this one before. I think this is probably beyond repair. But still, it is a rare treasure. Even broken, I'd be willing to pay a high price for it. What do you say?
You're gonna trust your appraisal?
The detector's probe is gone. It's like searching for something without eyes or ears. Now, it's nothing more than a pile of junk with no practical value. I'm willing to offer a generous price for this thing.
All right then. Let's go find Daddy.
I wanted to fix it, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Where have you been, Hook? I was just about to go looking for you. Come on, let's go home. I'll cook some salt-baked rock crabs for you. What's wrong with this kid? Why? What happened?
Big Brother and Hook helped Daddy catch the thief that stole it. But Daddy's detector is broken.
Man, I feel bad for her.
It's all my fault. If only I could have found it sooner.
So it was stolen. You're not hurt, are you, Hook?
I'm fine. Daddy, can you see if your detector still works?
The geomarrow probe is damaged. I'm afraid this thing won't work anymore.
I'm sorry, Daddy. I didn't help one bit.
What are you apologizing for? Thank you so much for looking out for me,
I love the way Hook is dressed. Hook looks so cool. I'm so upset that I don't have Hook.
Don't cry, Hook. Daddy's true treasure has been here all along.
Oh my gosh, the
It was never
cheese, I
lost
love it.
or
The cringe
broken.
is real. It is adorable treasure indeed. This treasure can even cry, you know?
Even you know what it is?
The detector helped me find lots of geomarrow veins, and it saved the mining team a lot of money. In that respect, it was a very good thing. But at the end of the day, the detector is just a tool. A true treasure must have irreplaceable importance to someone.
Hook doesn't really understand.
That's okay. I'm saying some things that might seem strange, but you will understand someday.
So, the treasure Daddy's talking about
Is still happily running and jumping around.
Daddy! to see Hook cry. Go away.
Get lost.